And good morning, everyone. I'm Storm Team Meteorologist Reed Yaden, and this is a weather impact day, and the impactful weather is the threat of severe weather. We are having that right now. Have two warnings to tell you about. The first one is a tornado warning that is in effect until 5 a.m. We've been tracking this. It's in effect for Lawrence and Martin County. Lawrence County, of course, in the viewing area. We'll focus in a little closer here. This is part of the line that has been moving. It moved out of across Missouri through St. Louis, producing quite a few tornadoes in its wake. A number of warnings as it moved across St. Louis and then cut across Illinois as well. You're looking at the box there is just, looks like Mitchell is just on the edge of it right now there in Lawrence County. This thing is moving really fast, about 70 miles an hour toward the northeast, and it's being fed by a lot of air circulating, a lot of wind circulating around a low pressure area. But if you are in Lawrence County or if you are in Martin County, you should be aware there is a tornado warning in effect until 5 a.m. Some of the heaviest weather is occurring right now. Let's take a look at the velocity here and see where we mix the, it shows us where you have the inflow and the outflow together, where they come together, and that's where you're looking for the greatest tornado threat. You can see it's right there, moving toward Bedford right now, but it moving 70 miles an hour is moving very, very rapidly. Mitchell is just right on the edge of where the contrasting winds come together. This storm the warning was issued by the National Weather Service in Louisville, and it has the radar observed hail in it as well. And as I say, it's moving toward the northeast rather rapidly. 70 miles an hour continues to be the track on it. Of course, when you're in these situations that we're in now, nighttime is the worst time of all. Let's go back to the radar imagery here. This line is producing a lot of lightning, as you can see. And we're bringing you up to date on the severe thunderstorm warning. That includes Crawford and DuBois, Orange County as well. Paoli getting some very, very heavy rain right now. They're part of the severe thunderstorm warning, and that goes till 5:15. The tornado warning will be dropping off here in a few more minutes, but nighttime is a problem. In fact, it was 2 years ago that Paoli got hit by a nighttime tornado. Did a lot of damage in the downtown area in Paoli, and thankfully no serious injuries out of that one. But it came at night. People are in bed. You're not as likely to have the radio or TV on. That's the reason you need to have some means, either your cell phone or some means to alert you to what's going on when warnings are issued, particularly in the middle of the night. You can see how fast the storm is moving now. It's just, Mitchell, you're looking a little better now, but the Bedford's still right on the line there, right along Highway 50 up there, running from Brownstown over to Bedford in Lawrence County. So the tornado warning for Lawrence and Martin County, severe thunderstorm warning for Crawford, DuBois, Orange, and Perry counties. Now, it has been very, very gusty. Winds will continue to be gusty today. Let's take a look at a little larger picture here as we see if that warning is going to be continued and moved on toward the northeast or not, the one there in Lawrence and Martin counties. Give you a wider view of it now. And at the present time, as you see, everything is still west of Louisville as far as getting any type of rain or weather in here. But this line is moving rapidly, and we will get rain in the Louisville area in the next half hour, certainly. But the tornado warning, so far no indication that it's going to be continued. It will be dropping off in just a couple of minutes here. About 15 more minutes for a tornado warning out in western Kentucky, and then tornado warning for Orange and Washington County now. So Paoli, you are under the gun with the tornado warning there. And let's see what we can get some more information on it. It was radar indicated, 3/4 inch hail observed on radar. And this particular cell, they're all moving very rapidly. It's moving again toward the northeast at about 70 miles an hour. So Paoli, they're in Orange County till 5:15. It has been upgraded to a tornado warning now. And there you see Paoli right along Highway 150, then over to French Lick. Looks like they're getting very heavy rain there at the present time. So Orange and Washington counties now. Washington County tornado warning, you see it just popped up there. It goes till 5:15, and the Crawford, DuBois, Orange, and Perry, they kind of combined there. It looks like that's going to go again. Crawford County under a tornado warning. That same warning there covers them until 5:15 this morning. It has been a very balmy overnight in the Louisville area, and we will run the risk of severe weather. In fact, the entire viewing area is under a tornado watch until 10 a.m. And that kind of coincides with the passage of the line that we've been tracking overnight. It's no surprise that we're getting warnings out of this line. Those warnings in Kentucky are confined to western Kentucky right now. But tornado warning for the viewing area until 10 this morning. You know, I began to feel like we're out of the woods in terms of getting people alerted when we get past about 7:30 this morning. Begin to get some daylight, people are up, and you know, it just gets a little easier for people to be informed. There are the warnings that you see, severe thunderstorm warnings right along that line, and the red indicates the tornado warnings. Some of the cities in the tornado warning area there, Salem in Washington County, and then Bedford and Lawrence, Paoli, and Orange County. So it is a rough night, very rough night in that part of the viewing area. We can put this into motion here for an idea how fast this line is moving. There is very intense lightning with it. The lightning may not be quite as intense as it was earlier tonight. Right now, we're just counting down. We've got about another 12 minutes or so on the warnings that are impacting. Let's go ahead and get the warning boxes up here again for you. The warnings that are impacting Crawford, DuBois, Orange, and Perry counties, and also Washington County included now. And these run until 5:15 this morning. Now, we'll be on the air with Good Morning Kentuckiana at 6 a.m., and we'll interrupt as needed when we get particularly tornado warnings. But the tornado watch area includes the entire viewing area. That was issued a couple of hours ago, and it goes till 10 a.m. Winds have been gusting overnight in the area up to near 40 miles an hour, and it's going to be very windy today. We have a wind advisory in effect. I'll show you that advisory for the viewing area, and it runs today until 8 o'clock tonight. So it's going to be a very windy day today. Mix that in with some showers and storms occasionally. And I think it's just going to be a rainy day around here. I see no way around it. Let's go ahead and look at Futurecast as we continue to keep our eye on the tornado warnings impacting Washington, Paoli and Orange County, Bedford and Lawrence County. Now we'll check Futurecast here. Here it is at 5 a.m. Notice you have a very, very strong south wind coming up. And there we are moving through the day today. You can see just rain keeps replenishing itself. Finally, during the overnight, moves out, cooler day tomorrow. Today, I think with temperatures holding basically in the 60s with all the rain we're having. Again, if you just turn on the TV, I know a lot of people are awakened by their animals when we get into thunderstorm situations in particular. So maybe you're up dog or cat sitting, and there is the area we're concerned about right now. And it includes, again, I know we plow the same ground a lot, but if you're in Orange County, if you're in Washington County, Indiana, Crawford, Du Bois County, you need to be taking shelter. This tornado is radar observed at this particular point. I'm just looking at data here to see if there's anything new coming in. And about 9 more minutes on these 2 warnings. Still a tornado warning out in western Kentucky, Caldwell, Crittenden, Hopkins, and Lyons County. It's a radar indicated tornado. Both of these warnings are based on radar indicated tornadoes capable of producing hail of 3/4 of an inch. You're getting some very heavy rain in the impacted counties right now, stretching from Salem there down through Paoli, Mitchell. Rain's let up a little bit now. Out of Patoka Lake, some very heavy rain there. Looks like the rain's probably a little lighter in Jasper at the moment. Bedford, you're looking like the rain is letting up, but don't let your guard down. We have no confirmed, at this point, no confirmed touchdowns, no information on any touchdowns. Seeing if we have anything new here. A tornado warning for Martin County is canceled. Martin County's been pulled out of it now. It is a fast mover. That's just in. The other counties involved, Martin is out, but we have Orange, Washington, Du Bois County. These counties are with us, and Crawford County. They're involved until 5:15 this morning, Eastern Daylight Time. But you get an idea of how rapidly, at 70 miles an hour, it'll move across the entire county pretty rapidly. Let me check, see if we have any updates on these particular warnings. I don't see anything new. Still radar indicated. The warning goes until 5:15 this morning. The radar did indicate some rotation within these storms. And let's give you a look at the inflow and outflow boundaries because that's going to indicate the presence of some rotation. There you're looking right on the edge. Salem is just right on the edge of this thing. Mitchell, Bedford, Paoli, you can breathe a little easier right now. English, down there in Crawford County, right on the edge too. Back over to the regular radar. Still some very, very heavy rain. Our rainfall totals by late tonight, rainfall totals around the viewing area in many cases will be over 2 inches. So it is going to be a wet Saturday. It's definitely looking that way. Let me give you a look at these watch boxes without some of the data on there, a little bit easier to interpolate them. The watch box there in Lawrence County is going to be moving out of the viewing area. We'll see what they do with the watch box, or the warning box, I should say, in Orange County, also over here in Washington County. These are moving toward the northeast at about 70 miles an hour. So the storms are very, very fast movers. The yellow areas, you can see it's just a continuous line of severe thunderstorms or severe thunderstorm warnings associated with this line that's held together overnight. We thought it might weaken some, but it really hasn't. It's just had a good steady flow of moisture coming in, circulation around that big low sitting out in the central part of the nation. That low in many ways, it may be setting a record. But we are still several days away from spring, and we're dealing with severe weather this morning. Tornado warnings, they go for another few minutes yet, till 5:15. Crawford County, DuBois, Orange, these are in the viewing area. Perry County is outside the viewing area. And see quite a bit of lightning. It looks like the lightning is not quite as intense as it was earlier. If you're wondering about temperatures, here's the way we look in Louisville right now. We're seeing 71 at Ollie International, 69 at Bowman, and look at the winds out of the south at 26, gusting to 38 miles an hour. So it is very, very windy out there. We go back to the watch boxes now and the warning boxes. And again, if you are just joining us, we will be on the air with our GMK at 6 a.m. Gabe is here, and I'll be in the studio this morning instead of out in the field. Patoka Lake, you're getting some very heavy rain there in Orange County at the present time. Looks like out around Ferdinand, they've had some very heavy rain. These watch boxes go for just a few more minutes. We'll see if the Weather Service is going to continue the watch boxes and add some more to them. The Lawrence County warning box has about 3 more minutes on it, and it's moving on toward Monroe County now. It'll be exiting Lawrence County here pretty rapidly. There's a little better view up around Bedford. Bedford, you're pretty much in the clear the way it's looking right now, but it's going to be moving on toward Bloomington, on toward the northeast. And the box here, Mitchell, you're looking a little better. Paoli, right there, still in the gun. Paoli, this area of Indiana and this part of the viewing area, really under the gun tonight with these warnings hitting right at the worst time. This is, any meteorologist will tell you the things we fear most are storms that come at night. It's just not, it is not a good situation any way you look at it. Perhaps it's a good time to review some tornado safety rules here. Because we may have some more warnings as the morning goes on. You need to find a sturdy shelter, of course, away from windows, preferably in the basement. Get out of mobile homes if you're in them. Find sturdier shelter beforehand. If you're there at this point, you're pretty well going to have to ride it out. Of course, you need your safety kit, first aid, flashlight. I don't think too much of candles. I don't like open flames in a situation where you could have a ruptured gas line or something like that. So flashlights are what you need. And you need to make sure your cell phone is charged up. And then you need to protect your body, cover up with pillows, blankets, and anything to block the flying debris. We'll check up on these watch boxes and the warning boxes again here. Heavy rain, very gusty winds will be a part of the forecast throughout the day today. We do have a tornado watch for the entire viewing area, and that will be running until 10 o'clock this morning. So we have about another minute on the tornado warning there for Orange and Washington counties. Paoli, looks like that heavy rain is pulling out of the town of Paoli now. Washington County there at Salem, you're right on the edge. Parts of Washington County getting some very, very heavy rain. And now the areas up around Bartholomew County, Brown County, Jackson County, they're going to be under the tornado warning. In fact, the tornado warning will be continued for Lawrence counties. Lawrence, there at Bedford, the main part of that warning is really moving out of Lawrence and moving into on into Monroe County. But Lawrence, for now at least, and Indiana, let's see. Lawrence and Monroe counties, tornado warning. I believe that's going to run for another 30 minutes. I may be wrong here. Let's see if they're going to update it. Yep, there's an update. Looks like we've dropped off the warnings now, and these will drop off the screen very shortly. There they go. Till 5:45 for Bartholomew, Brown, Jackson, and Lawrence. So up around Seymour, you're dealing with the threat of a tornado right now. There's the tornado warning box. And let's see what the latest on this, and let's get some movement on it here. 3/4 inch hail. This was out of the National Weather Service in Indianapolis issued this morning for Monroe and South Central Indiana, Brown County and South Central Indiana. Those are outside the viewing area. But Lawrence is in the viewing area, and Jackson is there at Seymour as well. It looks like the movement on this has slowed down a little bit. It's moving northeast at 55 miles an hour. Radar indicated rotation out of this. To my knowledge, this series of tornado warnings, we have not had any confirmed touchdowns. Now down here, the Clark, Jefferson County, Indiana, Scott, and Washington, that is a severe thunderstorm warning there that you see. That one's going to skirt us to the north. Let me check the severe thunderstorm warnings here. Okay, severe thunderstorm warning now in Breckinridge County, that's in our viewing area, in Kentucky, that's a severe thunderstorm warning. Crawford, Indiana, coming up out of Breckinridge County, Ohio in Kentucky, Ohio County, and Hancock County in Kentucky. Let's widen out a little bit and we'll see that particular warning. There it is down here. Let's see what that cell is doing. It is going to be moving. It's a radar indicated 60 mile per hour winds, 1 inch hail. So that is for the severe thunderstorm warning. Severe thunderstorm is located presently along a line extending from 8 miles northeast of Dale to Owensboro to 7 miles south of Seabury, and this line is moving east at 50 miles an hour. This is radar indicated. And we also look at quarter-size hail here, 60 mile per hour winds. So that yellow indicates the severe thunderstorm warnings. Now let's get back up on the tornado warning here. Orange, DuBois County continues, Crawford County added to this, and it goes till 5:45 on that particular tornado warning. And this one continues to move along at about 70 miles an hour toward the northeast. We'll get a reading on it. And I beg your pardon, that is a severe thunderstorm warning, as it turns out. So Paoli, Orange County has gone through a tornado warning, now a severe thunderstorm warning. The tornado warning in Indiana impacts Bartholomew and Brown counties. So I beg your pardon there. Trying to keep up with data as it comes in. There's been a lot of tornado activity overnight down through portions of Alabama and Mississippi. Seems to be dying down a little bit. Severe thunderstorms still active down through there. And we have a severe thunderstorm warning for Clark, Crawford, Harrison, Jefferson, Indiana, along with Orange, Scott, and Washington. So at this point, we're going to proceed to get ready for Good Morning Kentuckiana. And let me give you the larger view of this. There's the line that has been very active. We'll put it into motion, but it has been very, very active overnight. Started in the late evening, producing tornadoes out in St. Louis. It rolled across central and portions of southern Illinois, now moving into Indiana and Kentucky, and it perhaps has weakened a little bit, but still producing some severe weather. So for the moment, the viewing area is free of any tornado warnings. Seymour still under a severe thunderstorm warning, along with some counties down to the south here. This line will be approaching the Louisville area within the next half hour. We'll see if any warnings are issued. We will have the crawl going continuously, and if there are tornado warnings, of course, we'll break in immediately. In the meantime, we will see you, if not beforehand, we will see you at 6 a.m. for Good Morning Kentuckiana, and in the meantime, stay weather alert. This is a weather alert day, and we do have a tornado watch for the entire viewing area, and that runs until 10 o'clock this morning. So we'll keep you up to date on everything here on WHAS 11. For now, let's go back to program. Good morning, I'm Reed Yaden from the WHAS 11 Storm Team. What we're looking at here is a line of storms that we have been tracking since last evening. Ben Pine started tracking it. Has moved into the viewing area now. About an hour and 15, 20 minutes ago, we had several tornado warnings through Indiana, through part of the viewing area. At this minute, there are no warnings, severe thunderstorm or tornadoes in any part of the WHAS 11 viewing area. Now, the entire viewing area is under a tornado watch. Here you see it. It's the area here in pink under a tornado watch until 10 this morning. This line of storms we're tracking very carefully. It has been a long night for a lot of people down in portions of Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi in particular. So what we're looking at also today is a wind advisory. Overnight, you've probably heard the winds whipping around your house in many cases. Winds have been gusting to near 40 miles an hour, and they are doing so at the present time. Wind advisory goes on until 8 o'clock tonight. Now, here is a flood watch in effect for large portion of the viewing area, basically south of the parkways. I think there could be some excessive rainfall down in southern parts of the viewing area today. Now, having said that, at the present time, we're looking at radar showing this line still just north of the river. These individual cells that we were tracking were moving anywhere from 60 to 70 miles an hour. They were fast movers. We have no information on any tornado touchdowns or any injuries at this point, thankfully. We'll continue to check for you. Now, we'll track this line. Here's the way Futurecast sees it happening. This is the present time. We'll get some showers here in Louisville. Then we move it up till about 9:30 this morning. It becomes a little more broken. Temperatures in the 60s, strong south wind throughout the day today. And then it's just going to be a wet day the way it's looking. Rain builds back in this afternoon, continues through the afternoon and evening. And by late tonight, we finally begin to clear out, setting the stage for a much chillier day tomorrow, but it will be dry at least. Right now, it's a very warm 72 degrees at Ali International, 70 at Bowman. And look at the winds. They're gusting up to 32 miles an hour out of the south at the present time. Here's what's going on in the next 12 hours. See, our temperature is going to drop into the 60s, kind of hang there throughout the day, rain-cooled temperatures. We will continue to track everything and keep you up to date here with the WHS 11 Storm Team throughout the morning.
And you are taking a live look this morning outside right now at the Metro. As Reed said, we're going to be expecting some stuff today, and we will keep you updated all day long, not only here on GMK on the weekend edition, but also on the WHS 11 weather app. So download that. It's a really good resource, especially for days like today. Also on our regular app, online, and on the web as well. So just keep up to date, for everything that we need to know and you need to know this morning for weather all day today, especially for our evening shows as we get, some rain heading our way later today.